And it really starts with our newborns. Our newborns are born into physiological flexion. And that's flexion that's in the spine and the limbs. You see it in the fisted hands. And this poor guy is 35 and I'm still using it. The newborn has a very brief grasp response to touch. It's reflexive, and so, you know, you touch their hands and they grab on tight, and it's like, oh, look at he can hold things. And as new grandparents, we're like, oh, I'm smart. When it's that reflexive component that we need to make sure disappears down the line as the child grows. And that happens through a lot of tactile preparation of the hands. Babies rub you, they're constantly touching things, and that whole tactile piece helps develop and integrate the reflexes. So think forward to your 5-year-old that still, when you touch their palm and they're grasping your hand, and they still have that grasp reflex, that's going to impact their fine motor skills. So we need to have that in our brain and make sure we've weeded that piece out for our kids. We're growing fast. We're already 2 months and we haven't had any sleep yet. The kids are able to lift their head when they're in prone about 45 degrees. They can put their weight onto their forearms and their hands. And this again is all tactile and kinesthetic preparation. Just take one of these chairs and pull it close by. The other thing that we're seeing at 2 months of age is the 18-eye reflex. When you turn your head, this one goes out, this one comes up. This is really prevalent in our kids at school. And they're the kids that are always in trouble because we're encouraging them to talk to their friends. They look over to their friend and then they knock the kid's milk over. They might not get this side of the reaction, but they get this side of the reaction. And so when you're working with a child, where you present materials can make it or break it for them to be able to do the task. And some of them want you to put everything over there so that they can get over there to reach. So you need to weed that component into your thinking when you're working with your kids. We get to be 3 months old. We get symmetry when we're in supine. We can get both hands up to the midline, and at this point, we can ulnar trap things. So we're using our 2 hands together to push things together. And this beginning pressure, this proprioception, is really the beginning of this skill set for hand function to develop. And when we're in prone, we can get up onto our elbows. We're starting to get wrist stability. And again, we're getting a lot of proprioceptive input into the hands now because we're now getting the pressure into the hands.